to go? How do you play through that?
Yeah, it's the same ankle that's been lingering on, this past. And he asked me when I came to the sideline, he was like, "Are you good for QB runs?" I'm like, "Yeah, just run me. I can do whatever." And then, got to give it all to the team. Give it all that for them. So, just going being able to finish the game.
Get the ball with just over 6 minutes left. The opportunity to put the game on ice, go win it, finish in a way that really hasn't been done so far this season. How does that? I guess what did you see? What were the key plays there to make it happen, and how's that feel to make it?
Yeah, I mean that's something we've been stressing this whole year. Obviously, just finishing, being able to finish the game, take over the game and finish the fourth quarter. So we had that in the back of our minds going on into that. Was able to execute at a high level, and players made plays, and that's what it's all about.
What did you see out there, like on that Jordan Hudson touchdown? I mean, just kind of you're probably feeling the initial hurt out there too at the same time.
Yeah. So on that play right there, it was supposed to be a roll. I was supposed to keep rolling, but ankle kind of gave up right there. So I just kind of popped up. Saw J Hill had him beat, just put it out there for him to make a play. I trust my guys to make a play. I know they trust me for sure. He made a play for sure.
Some of those runs in the second half, or in the second quarter, there was 1 3rd and 7 right before the 2-minute warning where Coach trusts you to just dial up a run right up the middle. What does that say about, of course, his trusting you, but also your mentality? Just look, I got to go get this first down.
Right. I mean, that's definitely the mentality. If it's something, if it's something on the line right there, 3rd and down. I mean, if you go back and look at that play, the O-line had an amazing hole right there. I went 7 yards without getting touched. So just. Proud to them for making plays and keeping me healthy and keeping me safe.
Do you let yourself think at all about your legacy yet, or anything like that?
Not really. I mean, I really haven't sat back on it to think about it. Definitely will. When the season's over, when we make this run, we're back to make. Definitely look back at it and be like, dang, really just did that.
Coach Lashley called your touchdown pass to Hidner. He was talking about that play, saying how impressed he was because Clemson brought 7, and you guys had 5 blocking.
Yeah.
From your perspective, what did you see, and how did you get the ball out? How did you even see Matt?
Yeah, so it was kind of we had to hear him snap it. The time was going out. But I saw Coach Lashley doing this, which I know they're coming for sure. So I took a peek at the right side. Just rolled to the left a little bit, and he was free. Rolled to the left, and then Matt Hibbert just made a great play. Caught the ball with one hand and finished in the end zone. So all proud to that guy right there.
You said this week that you felt like you were prepared to kind of be in an environment like this with this crowd. Did you feel more comfortable out there? You looked more comfortable this time than Penn State and the Clemson game last year.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, the crowd was amazing. They came out there and supported their team. And, it was amazing. It's been able to play in front of that crowd. It's a blessing. So, definitely was well prepared. Like you said, Clemson championship game was pretty packed there. Penn State game, we all know how that game was. It was really packed and really loud. So, I think those 2 games right there just kind of prepared me for this game right here.
What have you seen from the running back room? Just all those different guys contributing, staying with it, all those things.
Yeah, all those guys are dogs right there. They all made key plays. CJ, Derek McFall, TJ, Shawty, all them guys right there. They all made key plays. So just I'm very proud to have them alongside of me.
With everything that's said about this stadium and this crowd and this environment, are you surprised that a young kicker came in and hit 51, 48, 48 in such a big game?
Not surprised at all. He's there for a reason. He's playing for a reason. So we trust him. Trust him to go out there and make big kicks, and that's what he did. He came up clutch for us, and he had a great game. I'm very proud to see him.
The defense started so hot. How much confidence does that give you going out on the field?
Yeah, defense started out really strong. We wasn't able to execute, quite early, but our defense came. They had our back, and that's what we said in the locker room before we went out. Defense have offensive back, and offense have defensive back, and that's what they did for us. And, we went out there and just executed at a high level towards the end of the game. Thank you.